Hi, ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to the Den of Tools. And today is Monday, July 3rd. Yeah, you know what tomorrow is, but that means that today it's time for Deals of the Week. I know the Bear's not here. You're all disappointed. As I said, if you've watched the previous episodes, we've had some technical issues. The good news is that thanks to some of the donations by some of the great viewers just like you, down through our PayPal, we have a PayPal link or something down below. Anyway, we've been able to order a new PC. Yes, we actually went with a desktop PC rather than a laptop this time. There's reasons for that. We're actually going to do a whole video on this PC. Anyway, let's jump into the deals because that's why you're here. First off, we're over on Amazon. Actually, we got a ton of Amazon deals here. If you guys don't know, Prime Days is coming up, but they're looking at July, starting today, the 3rd, through almost the end. It's like almost the beginning to almost the end. It's kind of weird, but it's Beyond Prime is what they're calling it. They sent us a couple emails and they're like, oh, you got to talk about this. You got to talk about this. We've got all these great deals. I'm like, okay. I started looking. There's actually a lot of great deals. So not just on Prime Day. And yes, we are going to be doing a 24-hour live stream on July 11th, the first day of Prime Days. Not sure what's going to happen on the 12th. I may be dead. We'll have to see. Anyway, let's start off with what we got here. Triton. I'll be honest, I've never used this tool. I don't think I've even ever held, okay, that's not true. I've held a Triton tool at trade shows. I've never used one in a shop environment or a home or anything like that. I've heard great things about them. I don't know a lot about them, but I have heard that they're basically fairly amazing professional grade tools. There's a limited supply. They say they got 8 of them at this price. The price history on this does jibe. It normally sells for around $140 to $145. So at $114 for this barrel grip, if you're into that sort of freaky thing, this is the one to go for right here. $114 corded, so you don't care about your tool platform. By all counts, this is a fantastic jigsaw. All right, let's keep going though. We got lots to cover here. We got the skill saw. This is a personal favorite of mine. Again, corded, because you cannot beat the runtime on corded. I don't care how good your batteries are. Skill saw SPT77WML. This is a heritage saw. This is a saw, and I dare say an heirloom saw that you're going to hand down. This is a fantastic saw. Rear handle, worm drive, smooth is the word here. Smooth and continuous power. It's $159, which is a huge price drop on this saw. This is it's the lightweight version of this saw, so it's even better. And on top of that, they're going to knock another $15.90. They're going to knock that off the top of that. This is a buy it now. If you've been looking for a corded circ saw, and if you don't have one, you've been looking for one, just no one told you. You need this saw in your shop. Next up, we've got the True Evil. I know it's True HVL. Every time I look at that battery, and now you can't change it either. From now on, you're cursed. Every time you look at that battery, you're going to see True Evil. Whoever at SkillSaw did this and was like, oh, that looks great, should be fired. I'm sorry. But the fact is, you're not getting but 1, but 2 of these batteries. These are not cheap batteries. That's why this saw is $600. But they got a nearly $60 coupon that's going to make that hurt not quite so much. This is not a DIY level saw. This is you're a pro. You do this all the time. You need cordless. You need that worm drive because you need the smooth cutting. This is the saw for you. All right, let's keep going here. DeWalt, not my favorite table saw, but I'm not your daddy here. We're just checking this out. $296 on this. Okay, this is the new one. That's the new OSHA approved. They had to widen the feet on it. All these table saws. They got smaller and smaller, and at one point OSHA was like, about that. So they've widened the feet on it. They dropped it from a 10-inch saw to an 8 1/4. Basically, it's a rip saw at this point. This is a portable rip saw. Yeah, you can do more with it, but that's not what it's designed for. It's the DWE 7485, normally $400 some. I don't think anybody ever pays that price, but $296, not a bad price on this saw. And for a few bucks more, we can give you the ultra dangerous spider legs for it. I hate this stand, but if you need one, you're working, you need high portability, I guess this is the stand for you. And considering it's like 15, 16 bucks more, not a bad deal. All right, let's keep going here. We got The wind stuff, we got, oh my gosh, look at this. Wind has just been blowing it out for the past 3 weeks. We got the BG4276. This is the 2.1 6-inch single speed bench grinder with flexible work light. Is there anything fancy about this? Not a thing. This is a bargain basement, not bargain basement. That's a wrong way of putting this. This is a heck of a bargain for a value price. Let's say value priced. It's 6 inch rather than 8 inch. 8 inch is the big boy. 6 inches the compact, usually less expensive. When it's single speed, it's not variable speed. It has the big light. I'm guessing it's not an LED light. But you know what? It's a decent saw. It's a great, not saw, grinder. It's a great grinder to get started with for $48. Lowest price in 30 days, lowest price in a long time. $48 for a 6-inch bench grinder. That's a heck of a deal. All right, how about this? This is insane. If you've been waiting on these, I have 2 of these, and I have the Bauer, and I had the original, like the original rigid, the one where it was like not orange and where it was white with orange, white-ish. Anyway, $161. Anything at $200 is considered a decent price. Below $200, you're like, okay, I probably want to get this. At $161, if you're seeing this on Tuesday or Wednesday, they're probably all going to be gone because everyone's going to buy this sander. If you have a shop and you don't have an oscillating belt spindle sander like this, just stop what you're doing and get it. I think this might be, there's actually a lot of great deals here. So I'm about to say this is the best deal. How about this? The most necessary deal that's out there. You got to get this. All right, next up, if you have a drill press, especially like a decent sized floor standing drill press, and you do any kind of, you need a table. It changes how you use a drill press. There's just no two ways about it. Yeah, you can build one, but by the time you buy all the hardware, I know because I've done it, by the time you buy the T-tracks, the clamps, and all that other kind of stuff to then build a table, you've spent $38. Then you're going to spend a couple hours getting it right, and you have to put the edge molding on. I mean, if making stuff for your shop makes you happy, then great. You do you be happy. But if you just want to work on projects rather than work on your shop, $38. You're going to spend that much of materials. All right, next up. This one was a hard one for me. I showed up last week, and I almost included it. Here's the deal. It's a great price for this saw. I'm a huge fan of Jet. I think Jet, well, older Jet, made just some of the best stuff out there. I don't quite think they're quite as good. They've been getting better though. They all do this. They kind of go up and they go down, they go up. I think in the 80s and the 90s, they were just amazing. And then the early 2000s, they started kind of going downhill. And in the 2010s, they were just meh. And recently, in the past 5 years, they've started another upswing. A lot of the great drill presses, stuff like that, but they're so overpriced for what they are. $550 for a 12-inch railed. This is not like a zero clearance. There's nothing fancy about this. It says Jet, and it's in the Jet white. And I'm a fanboy. I fully admit it. But I think there's better, saws out there. 12-inch sliding dual bevel, sliding compound miter saws. I think they're better ones for a lot less money. But if you really like Jet and you like Jet quality, I'm not going to be the one to tell you you can't have it. And again, I do put my recommendations in on these, but they're deals. And if you're looking for a Jet or you're looking for high-end kind of stuff, here it is. Let me know. Should I include stuff like this? Because I do honestly think there's better deals out there. But, if this is what you're looking for, I want to help you find those deals. So I feel bad about being a gatekeeper. I don't want to be a gatekeeper on this kind of stuff. I have a high loathing factor for gatekeepers. All right, let's keep going. Skill 11, was it CB7478C 11 power core 40, not the 20 volt. This is the 40 volt. So you're at real outdoor power equipment levels, and you're getting the string trimmer, and you're getting the blower, and you're getting the charger and the battery with that, a 2.5 amp hour battery. Not the biggest battery, decent sized battery. That blower, I'm I'm going to say that blower is decent. It's a good blower. It's not the most powerful blower I've seen. I've used it. Let me see if they show me the 500 CFM. I was going to say if then that kind of jibes with the performance I've seen from it. It's a not mediocre, middle of the road. How about that? That's a better way of putting it. $149. You're getting a decent blower, but that string trimmer is fantastic. That's a great string trimmer. I really like it. It's a brushless string trimmer. It gets a lot of power. In fact, I would be hesitant to let the kids use it because it can kick some rocks and sand and stuff around at the speeds that thing will run at. All right, let's keep going. This is an intriguing one I got to talk about. What do we got here? We got a 1-inch SDS rotary hammer, 3 modes, electric 9-amp corded hammer drill kit, adjustable speed, rotating handle, grease flat, point chisels, 3 drill bit case, comes with all the accessories for $53. But there's a 20% off promo code. 20% off. There's 50. That'd be like $10 off, right? Let me just make sure because I don't like doing math in my head because I can get it wrong. $42.40 is the price on that. That's a corded go-to hammer drill. If you do a lot of cement work or anything you need, if you do, no, don't get this. If you're going to use this a ton, no. But if you're going to use this for occasional projects or just to have for a backup or one of those things to cover just in case, yeah, get this. This will be great. Great for that kind of stuff. It'll probably last you a good long time. It's corded, it's brushed, it covers all the basics. It'll probably do just fine. As far as the ratings, it's got 145 ratings. Let's see, is there a fish hook on there? There's no fish hook. There's no, it kind of, but I wouldn't call that a fish hook. Now, going 4 to 5, there's some people who are going to have issues. But again, you're getting it. Here's what you do. Get it, order from Amazon, run it through its paces immediately. If you got any problems, Amazon will take care of you. All right, let's keep going. Next up, we got this one. This is, I was thinking about including this and why we'd want to include this one. I love clamp meters, and I think clamp meters are going to become the new rage. Once you've used a clamp meter, you don't want to go back, especially if you've got one that does everything your typical multimeter does and is a clamp meter. That is a huge difference. And once you learn how to use it, you will be hooked. So that's why I'm including this. It's Avid Power. It's not a high-end clamp meter, but it has a ton of features in it as basic multimeter kind of stuff. And it's $15. So if you've been thinking, hey, I hear a lot about these stuff about clamp meters, and I've been thinking about trying one, but I don't want to drop $100 to learn it and be like, I don't know if I'm going to use this. $15. Teach yourself how to use a clamp meter. You'll be like, you know what? I'm going to buy a better one. I'm going to get $150, maybe a $250 one, whatever, do what you're going to do. And this can become a backup, a spare, give it to a kid, give it to your Fred, the neighbor that nobody likes. Anyway, just check it out. I think that at $15 for learning how to use a clamp meter, it's definitely worth it. All right, this one, the Rockwell Jaw Horse. Now, I must tell you this right now. Harbor Freight has their version of this on clearance for $100 if you can find it and if it's actually on clearance in that store. They're getting rid of it. I think they're going to replace it with a new model. I think that's the reason, because I don't think it's going away because these are so incredibly popular. I've had the Jaw Horse. I have the Franklin or Bauer, whatever version they're calling it today. So I've got the Harbor Freight version. The sleds on the arm on that are interchangeable. Okay, I don't know if you're aware of that. You can take one off the other. That's how identical these things are. I'm not a big fan of the Rockwell personally because of the feet. It's got these little loop things at the front. I don't know why. Maybe you're supposed to put your foot in them to put weight on it. I'm not sure, but I find myself tripping over it. I actually sold mine, and I've regretted it ever since because honestly, you really want to have 2 of these things. Having one is great. Having 2 is better. Anybody who's ever used one of these, a lot of people look at them and go, well, I don't know if I would use that. Once you use one, you're like, oh, every shop needs this. Every tool bear out there needs this. $171. This is a pretty good price, especially for having it shipped, considering this thing weighs a metric ton. All right. And it has to, because it needs to be a solid work surface there. $171, the Jaw Horse. Do they go on sale? When you find them every once in a while, they do go on sale for quite a bit cheaper, but it's usually like a seasonal clearance kind of thing. So stay tuned. Make sure you have you liked, subscribed, rung the bell, that kind of stuff, because how else am I going to make sure I get you the savings? That's how it works. All right, let's keep going. Talk about savings. Top Don. You know, I'm a huge fan of Top Don. They're a big sponsor of the channel. This is not a sponsored content here. I just stumbled across this because this is my favorite jump starter on all of Amazon. The JS3000, it's got a ton of power. It'll jumpstart about anything you've got. It's built like an epic tank. The cables on it are nice and thick. It's got great little alligator clips on it. It comes with a semi-rigid case. I have one of these in all of my cars. I do. And we've got too many cars now. What do we got? For anyone who thinks that like might be like brand specific on stuff, I've got my Ram, so I got a Chrysler product. We got the 99 Chevy Suburban, so there's the GM. We just bought the wife a 2009 Ford Expedition XL. So there's our Ford product. And then my fun toy is the BMW 740iL. And my son's, well, he had a Jeep until he killed it. So, you know, we're all over the place. And there's tools that I put in all my vehicles. I put a tool kit, I put a jump starter, I put an air compressor, and this is the jump starter I prefer to have in all my vehicles. And it was $144, $145, so it's on sale, and there's a $20 off coupon on top of that. This is a no-brainer. All right, this one I love. This is probably, I think, the best bargain backpack out there for tradies kind of stuff. It has tons of great pockets in it. Great for HVAC, electricians, kids going to school. Look at that. I love the USB charging dock built into it there. That's pretty awesome. So you can pop a DeWalt battery into this and it will charge all your accessories. How cool is that? How many other backpacks have that? $73.50. down normally from $81. This is a pretty cool backpack. The only thing it's lacking is the ultra ruggedized bottom on it, but still, that's pretty neat. All right, you know, school fast approaching, right? All right, we got some abrasives here for you. We got, what do we got? 4x36, 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 1x30s, a couple. So we got basically 4x36 and 1x30s. You're looking at 21% off on one of them and 30% off on the rest. There's more down here. Again, trying to find deals on abrasives. I mean, especially if you run belt grinders, like the guys who do knives and stuff like that, you chew through abrasives and stuff like that. And it's a never-ending money pit. We're going to try and do better about finding deals on them for you going forward. Let me know down in the comment what sizes you're looking for. All right. Backmaster, I've talked about this one before. It's on sale again, down to $145. This is one of the best deals that I've seen on this. This is a great vacuum. And Backmaster makes a lot of the vacuum. I don't know. Maybe they don't make them. I'm pretty sure they're the manufacturer, but they're identical to a lot of the other brands out there that you've been using. $145 for a 14-gallon with the trolley. Those are nice. I was really, when I bought my vacuum, I bought the DeWalt, and I was really back and forth between this and the DeWalt. Ultimately, I felt this was too tall for my shop because I wanted something that was lower than counter height, and I really liked the silent aspect of the new silent whisper version, whatever the DeWalt has. But this is not a bad deal at that $145 on that. All right, now we've got a few of these. So we got, these are made for, they're made for, like this one's made for Milwaukee. All right, and it's $25. We got this one's made for Makita. It's $25, $24.50. And this one, which is made for Ryobi. Basically, don't pay the expensive price to just get an LED light. You get a cheap one like this that works with all of them. Works fine. Now, we got one for DeWalt also, but it's a little bit different. Honestly, I think it's a little bit better. So this is a folding work light, so it's not the same kind of like just handheld spotlight. Look at that. It goes in all these different positions, 2,400 lumens. It's got integrated hook hangers. It's got a clamp system like the Ryobi does. And on top of that, it's got USB in it for $32. If you're in DeWalt, I don't know why. I want to hear why you wouldn't want this other than you already have 5 million lights. But that's a ridiculous deal on that. All right, we got to keep going here. All right, wear. Remember, we're always looking for wear, Estwing, Channel Lock, Weehaw, Kniepex. We're always trying to look for any of the bargains. And this one it's a marginal bargain. It comes down to this price all the time, but I got to tell you, it is such a good tool. It stays next to my desk. I love this thing. It has all sorts of uses. It is just a phenomenal, like press a little button there, opens up. Come on. This is a great tool. And I know the handle looks weird for a lot of you. You're like, I don't know about that handle. Once you hold one, you're like, oh, I get it. It makes sense. This is a great multi-screwdriver. And we got more of them coming up. So don't get sold on this one just yet. We got the Weehaw non-contact voltage tester. These are great. Don't zap yourself. You should, every toolkit, if you're dealing with any kind of mains, you should have a non-contact tester. There's just no two ways about it. Lowest price in 30 days. Weehaw is one of the, currently, according to them, they told me at the last trade show I was at, that they are the largest seller of insulated tools in the U.S. market. Their words, not mine. And here we go. The Weehaw insulated slimline Pocket Max multi-driver. So here's the multi-driver, similar, not exactly the same as this one, but insulated. So if you're dealing with that kind of stuff, and you want to stay safe, trust me, you don't want to get zapped. It's not a good day. And we got this one also, the Weehaw slotted Phillips screw. So you're buying the screwdriver set, which is fantastic. And as a bonus, they're throwing in the slimline nose plier, long nose pliers there. 8-piece set for $35. That's a great deal on that one. All right, let's keep going. Now we're going to jump over and look at some Kniepex. We're going to zoom through these because we got a bunch. Look at this. Lowest price in 30, all these lowest price in 30 days. All right. The electronics gripping pliers, half round tips there. We've got the angled snap ring tip pliers there for $17. We've got the needle nose combination pliers. I like the look of those. It's almost like you combine needle nose with alignment pliers there for $24. And what else we got? The gripping half round nose tip pliers, and the radio pliers with soft grips. That's not insulated. Those are soft grips. Okay. Coming in at $22 on that one. Now the Michael Pro, I've not dealt with Michael Pro, but actually Amazon sent this to me as a, hey, check this out, blah, blah, blah. $22, normally $40 is what it sells for on Amazon. This is your 10 to 80 pounds. So lower range 3/8 torque wrench. And for a lot of the stuff, a lot of people don't think about it. They get something that goes like 80 to 200, and they don't think about this, that for the smaller stuff, you need to have typically a lower end torque wrench. And this is what that's going to be for you for $22. Comes with the case. I kind of like the idea of it because it's blue. It pop out, be easy to see, like, okay, that's my low power torque wrench. And then this one, I got to throw this one in because I love the Duratec ratchets. I do. It's a guilty pleasure. They're not the best ratchets out there. They're often a little clunky, but I like the feel. They have good knurling. They have good balance. They just work. And for the price, you got $20, $10 off coupon on that for a flex head 3/8 ratchet, 72 tooth, quick release. For a DIYer, you could do a lot worse. All right, and let's see. Let's jump over to Ace. Look at this deal. Oh my gosh, we got the Ego Power. This is going to get you the blower, the string trimmer. This is the full kit, 4 amp hour battery and charger for $229, if I could talk there. This is a ridiculous deal. This is a great combo kit here. That is a solid blower here with it. Let me see if we've got get the full kit picture here. There you go. Coming in with a 4 amp hour battery with fuel gauge. That's a step up. That's not their basic battery. That's a step up when you get the fuel gauge with it. This is the 530 CFM. This is the mid-range blower. Again, but that's a fantastic trimmer. If you want, again, Ego, as far as I'm concerned, the Cadillac of homeowner grade outdoor power equipment. There's nobody making something better than that as far as I'm concerned. Prove me wrong. Fight me in the comments. Over at Acme, let me change the scale. Somehow I zoomed in on this. This is, trust me, I have been looking for table saws and trying to find table saw deals all year. All right. And it's been rough, but we got the skill. This is probably one of the best compact, I would say prosumer grade compact job site saws, because not only it's a benchtop saw, and it has a built-in stand into it. The legs fold out. You never have to go like, hey, where did I leave the stand? It's always with the saw. $300. That's a decent price. But 10% off, that's $300. That's $60 off. That makes it $240 with code. It's right there. Code BOOM. Dropping the bomb on that one. Mic drop and all. That is a buy it now price on this saw. If you've been waiting on the skill saw, that is a great price. Go check out Mater's. Is it Mater's Garage, Mater's Workbench? I always get confused. Everyone uses Garage, Workbench, Garage, Work. Go check out Mater's channel. And he did a review on this saw. It's a great saw. For the DIYer prosumer, great saw. Maybe even a Value Pro could use it. You know, I mean, you take care of your tools. The Flex 24 volt 2-speed hammer drill with turbo mode was $250. This isn't the step down. They have 2 grades in Flex. This isn't the everyday grade. This is the turbo one. This is the one you want. This comes with not 1 but 2 batteries. You get the I think you get a 2 amp. What batteries do you get with this? A 2 amp and a 3 amp? No, I'm joking. It's probably a 2 and a 4. Anyway, 2.5 and a 5. Plus the 160 watt fast charger, and a lifetime warranty for $100. If you've been thinking about getting the Flex, this right here, this is your clarion bell of calling. This is it. Do it now. All right, let's keep going here. We got Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Talk about like tool sets you can just throw in the back of the truck, that kind of thing. We got the DeWalt 184 piece Black Molly mechanics tool set here for 90. Was it? Yeah, $90 basically. This is 44% off. $8 shipping on select orders over $50. So you should be able to get $8. So call it $100 if you know we're going to be rounding here for the DeWalt. Is it the best tool set out there? No. But for portable tool sets, you don't need the best thing ever. Besides, you know, if you lose parts or it goes wonking or something, you don't want to have a $500 tool set sitting in the back of your car or your truck. This is a great set to throw in there. Let me give you a better picture of it without all the packaging and stuff there. You can see the whole set there. Look at a lot of sockets in there. You got a couple wrenches. You got 3 ratchets. You got a multi-bit screwdriver. You got some Allen keys in there. You got basically all the essentials. The only thing you're missing out would be some pliers. I wonder if we could get a deal on some pliers. Anyway, there's a great set there for $90. All right, if you want that Ego blower, just the blower, 530 CFM, 110. It's $99. $99 on that. This is going to be tool only though, but the deal ends in 15 hours. It's a Cinderella deal there. All right, let's talk about Direct Tools. That is the factory outlet for TTI. Mostly you're going to see Ryobi on there. Usually you'll see some rigid stuff. Every once in a while you'll see some Hart. Almost never will you see Milwaukee on there. Go figure. But if you go to the stores, I've seen Milwaukee in the stores. 30% off on almost everything. So if you're in Ryobi, I would run, not walk over there. Look, we got some rigid there. We got some Homelite. I wouldn't recommend getting into that line. But a lot of Ryobi there. Oh, look, there we go. Rigid 18 volt high torque for $139. That's 30% off. That is a ridiculous. There we got the chainsaw combo kit, full kit there with the chainsaw. You got the battery, the charger, and the saw, 18-inch. That's the big boy chainsaw, $216. Air nailer. Oh my gosh, 18 gauge nailer there, coming down from $80 to $55. We got the rigid nailer. Anyway, there's too much to go through. I'll put a link to the whole thing. All right, now over at Lowe's, we have some Your Mileage May Vary. All right, that means these are deals that are in-store only. You're not going to find them online. There won't be any links down below. We got links to everything else down below, but not to this. And that you have to go and hunt for them. That's why we call it deal hunting, not deal getting, all right? 18 volt subcompact Metabo HPT, one of the most slept on brands out there. This is what we call a value pro market level tool. This is the subcompact, ridiculous tool here. Just a great tool, brushless, cordless, lifetime tool body warranty. I guess not the battery, I guess. Anyway, $67 was $150. That's insane. These are fantastic tools. Let's keep going. We got more of them. The subcompact drill kit, $39.57. You're getting the battery, the charger, the case for under 40 bucks. Again, 18-volt 4-tool combo kit. You're getting the impact, the drill driver, the one-hand recip, and the multi-tool for $100. This is what I love about Metabo HPT. When they blow it out, they blow it way out. The rear-handled circ saw, 36-volt. Absolute beast of a saw. This is tool only. It's normally $200, $89. 18-volt, one-hand recip, subcompact, cordless, 32 was $129, $32. That's just insane pricing. All right, now we got some bonus deals and some other deals and some of the miscellaneous stuff. Currently, right now at Home Depot, special buy of the day till midnight tonight. They've got AC units. They've got, in fact, not AC units, but we're talking mini splits. They're not that hard to install. They really aren't, and they're so efficient, and they do such a good job of cooling. I would definitely take a look at these if you're in the market. But something they kind of slid in here is, check this out. We got a Frigidaire 250 CFM 3-speed evap cooler. That's a swamp cooler with removable water tank there for $85. If you are anywhere other than Georgia or Florida, basically if you're in a place that's not excessively humid but gets hot, swamp coolers are a great way to cool you down. Do be aware that they can add, like in a shop, they can add some excessive moisture into the air. Maybe you have to watch out for rust. Maybe put some desiccant packets in your drawers or something, but they are a cheap way to cool you down in the summer. All right, next up. We got the West. It's not quite as good a deal as it was before, but it's summer, it's storm season, all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love this generator, even at $879. It is a great deal. Not the best deal we've seen, but it's a good deal. How about that? Definitely check it out. This is a 4,500 peak running, fully enclosed, super quiet inverter, straight, clean, pure power there. That's a good deal. All right, now, down here, I'm looking at this. They have the Anchor on sale for $2,000. Hold off on the Anchor. I think for Prime Days, it's going to drop even further. All right, for those of you who got the Blackstone, and a lot of you did, check out this accessory kit for $32. You get 2 of the standard spatulas. You get the one big fat spatula. That thing is great. You get a couple of the scrapers, the cleaner, the basting brush, the press, the dome, 2 egg poachers, a scrub brush, 2 bottles, and a bag, and a salt and pepper shaker, spice shakers, whatever you want to call it. For $32, this is you're going to need all this. You eventually you're going to need it all. Better get it in one big discount price there for $33. All right, next up, the lights, the headlights. They're ridiculously bright. I was a naysayer on these until a neighbor at an RV park had one. He was working on his water line or something. I can't remember what he was working on. It was late at night. And it was like a portable floodlight on his head. It was insane. I was so impressed. And it's got the side spotlight if you need more intense light in a small area. But really, the top light is all you really need. And it's motion activated. You can turn it on and off just like that. $24. You're getting 2 of them. But the $4 off coupon is going to make it $20. All right. This is the one I'm excited about. I realize it's kind of cheesy, but I got to tell you, if you want to teach somebody how an internal combustion engine works in a simple and easy to understand kind of way, this is the way to do it. All right. I can remember putting one of these together with my dad when I was like 7, I think. And it just clicked. After that, I was like, oh, I totally get how an internal combustion engine works. They're just dead simple. And I've tried to explain to my kids, and I've shown them videos, stuff like this, but I think I'm going to grab one of these because putting one of these together and showing them how it works. Yes, you can put together an actual engine, but it doesn't give you the exploded view the way this does. And for $70, and there's a 30% off coupon on that. That is a great way to educate the kids. Have maybe a summer project when they're not in school, continue that education in a really useful way that could help them in the future. Anyway, that's the deals we got. Don't forget, we got Prime Days coming up on July 11th. That's next Tuesday. We got more 4th of July stuff going on this week. We got a ton of great deals. Make sure you've chomped the like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on your way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.